Welcome to our channel MPC Foundation Academy. In this video, we will discuss about the subject chemistry. Topic is language of chemistry. Chapter is language of chemistry, and topic is element and motion. Element and motion. This is the first video of chemistry subject. Now we will start our video. See here in language of chemistry, what is the basics? Okay, chemistry is a branch of science in which we study about the composition, properties and reactions of different substances. Here what in this one, chemistry is the branch of science. Chemistry is nothing but what here? Branch of science in which we study about the composition, properties and reactions of different substances based on the experimentation and observation. See here, chemistry is the one branch of science. In this chemistry we will learn about the compositions, properties, reactions of different substances by using the experimentations and observations. Okay na, this is first point. Now in this chapter we shall study about the classification of substances. Classification of substances on the basis of their composition. Basis of their composition, how to classify the substances. Okay, all the things around made up of chemical substances. See here first point, in our surroundings when you are observe the things are made up of chemical substances only. When you are observe the all things, the things are made up of what here? Chemical substances. For example, air also chemical substance, clay also chemical substance, water also chemical substance, sand, cement, glass, paper, these all are also using in daily our situations. These substances are chemical substances only. These are made up of chemical substances only. Yes or no? Right. See here, first one is the composition of chemicals. Composition of chemicals. See here, as a matter of fact, list the endless, we can categorize these substances follows. See here, chemical substances categories, three categories are there. First one is the elements, second one is the compounds, third one is the mixtures. Elements, compounds, mixtures. Elements, compounds, mixtures. See here, element, what is mean by element? First of all, in this, elements are the basic constituents of all materials. Elements are basic constituents of all materials and the simplest substances See here, elements is nothing but what here? Basic constituents of all materials, and the simple substances. See here, all the substances in nature are made up of elements only. All the substances in nature are made up of elements only. For example, when you take water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. These two are elements. By using the elements only, molecules or compounds or substances are formed. Is nothing but elements are the basic constituents. See here, when you observe the common salt also made up of two elements, sodium and chlorine. If you take any chemical substance, the chemical substance is made up of elements only. Okay, elements is nothing but what here? Basic constituents of all materials, and the simple substances. For example, let us consider an element sodium. It is a solid substance and it can be cut into smaller and smaller pieces. When you are taking the sodium substance or sodium element, sodium metal, we have to cut into very small pieces with knife. How much small? Microscopic particles. Okay, microscopic particles. The small particles and the smallest particles are the indivisible. The smallest particles of an element are indivisible. The smallest particle of an element are indivisible. The particles are called atoms. Here one new word is there, Atom. Atom is nothing but the smallest particle of an element. Atom is nothing but what here? The smallest particle of an element. For example, if you take gold, you have to cut the gold into very small pieces. How much small means microscopic particles. The smallest particle of any metal or any element or any compound is called atom. The smallest particles of a material, of matter, of element, any, that is called atom. Now what is the definition of atom here? Atom is nothing but, atom are considered to be the basic unit of element. Atom is nothing but what here? Basic unit of element and smallest particle of an element. Smallest particle of an element. Atom is the basic unit of element, basic unit of matter, basic unit of compound, basic unit of substance, basic unit of everything around us. Atom is the basic unit of everything around us. Okay, they are the basic building blocks of matter. What are the basic building of matter? Atoms. Atoms are the basic building blocks of matter. Atoms are the basic building blocks of matter. Atoms are indivisible. We cannot divisible atoms. Okay na? Atoms are the smallest particles of an element. Atoms are the smallest particle of an element. See here, all chemical substances are made up of atoms only. All matter only made up of atom only. Matter also made up of atoms only. That's why all chemical substances are made up of atoms. All chemical substances are made up of atom. See here, what is mean by matter? Matter, the things which has mass and occupy space. The things which has mass and occupy space are called matter. The things which has mass, two conditions are there here. First condition is the having mass, second condition is the occupy space. If any object or if any substance fulfill these two conditions, that must be is equal to matter. When you are observing the matter in our universe, everything is matter. In our universe is nothing but matter only. In our universe is nothing but matter only. Every object belonging to matter, every substance belonging to matter, we can see everyone, that is also matter. We can hear everyone, that is also matter. Matter is nothing but everything in our universe. Okay na? Here matter, what is the basic building blocks of matter? Atoms. What is the basic building blocks of matter? Atoms. Atoms are basic building blocks. Atoms are smallest particles. Atoms are smallest particles. See here, the chemical substances also made up of atoms. The chemical substances are also made up of atoms. See, next one, atoms of some elements exist independently. They are metals and inert gases. Next what here? Atoms, some types of atoms are exist independently. Some types of atoms not exist independently. Which type of atoms are exist independently? That is the examples of metals and inert gases. Metals and inert gases. Next, what is the metals, inert gases? Next video we will discuss. Okay, now I will stop here.